Hello, I'm John Proxy on Tunnel John West. I'm having an Alan Wake Oculus adventure, which means I need the Oculus on. It's been a while since I've played this, a couple of weeks. Sometimes I take breaks. If you're a regular viewer, you might know that already. Let's see if it's actually on. It is lovely. It's all set up. I can actually see the 3D in the background. I've been playing with a couple of games trying to get some working because I use the Vorpex and not always 100% successful, the Vorpex. But it works very well for Alan Wake, so I shall continue. Yeah, the point I was trying to make was I've taken a couple of weeks off, even though it may seem like I'm just playing seamlessly. I record like 12 at a time and then put them out into bunches. Anyway, let's get on with it, shall we? Do I play with the mouse? I'm playing with the mouse now. Let's load from the Steam Cloud and drink some tea. Oh. Right, so he needs a bit of healing. Let's have him heal himself. Lovely. I'm just going to pour some tea into my tea. So I can tea while I can tea. I'm going to have to move my face. Suddenly remembered why I put it there. Wow, I'll move. Hang on. How do I do this? I'm going to have to tab it. Right, there we go. I'll probably find out I need more, but whatever. Let's get into this. And yes, I forgot how cool it looks and how annoying this bit is. What are we doing, Barry? I should have hair in my eye. I can't be having that. Ah, it's very bright. Going in. Okay, Barry.
Wow, those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
Right, I remember this from the end of the last episode. I hope I haven't missed anything. I've completely forgotten how to play, obviously. Hoping it will come back to me. And yes, the 3D still looks super cool. You have no idea. Yeah, and it works really well. It's on a virtual screen. I probably mentioned this a lot, but I always assume that there's bound to be a couple of brand new people on each video. Hang on. So, hang on. Is there no other way out here? Getting to the Anderson house, it's in that general direction. Ah, okay. Well, I can just leave this place. Oh, hang on. There we go. Let's kick this down. That didn't look like a kick. That just looked like it magically opened. But whatever. We'll take it. We'll take it. The one thing I don't like is that there's a sort of virtual person playing a game, which I like the idea of, but he's just in the way. I don't need to have a virtual sofa and a virtual bloke who doesn't have a head. You can't see it, obviously. I've made it so you can only see the game as normal. I'm being very careful, Barry. Whoever left all this ammo lying around wasn't very careful, but I'm being super duper careful. Against the magical beasts of the night. Now, let's double check that I am recording. I am. Good. And the sound. Lovely. When I've not played for a while, it's very easy to forget the fundamentals. Oh my god! I've forgotten how to dodge. Still forgotten how to dodge. I thought it was shift. You want to die, please, mate?
Whoa! You okay, Al? I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Right, buttons. I guess I made... Yeah, this is... Okay, I've got a button for 3D mode. For when cutscenes happen. Okay, cool. You don't get to see that. But if I press middle button, I get sort of a flat version of the screen. Just in case the game wants to do anything nauseating to me. Which means that flare got moved. I still think it's shift to dodge. It is. I was right about that. Is it shift to also run? Yes, it is. And reload is probably... It's hard to tell. Right, I'm guessing this button here is my flare button. I'll try not to use it if I don't have to. But yeah, I was a little bit out of practice then. Okay. What am I trying to do? Open the silo door for Barry. Okay, fair enough. I have no idea why I'm up here then. Oh, there's a ladder. Let us climb. Heavy duty. Do I already have? Yeah, I do. Okay. That's just in case I didn't already have one. Let's hook this baby up.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff, which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, you know, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year.
Better.
Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
I bet.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, you know, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but... Definitely, Pat. Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, you know? Kids are doing fine.
Well, that's nice to hear, at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat. Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
Yeah. Sure thing, Pat. Let's walk away from this because that's going to make a claim on my video, isn't it? Let's go upstairs. I have no idea how going upstairs will help me open the door for Barry. I just have a feeling that that's the way to go. Oh, I've reached the checkpoint. Let's grab that. I'm full.
The elevator was dead. I'd have to get some power to it first.
Right, let's power this sucker up. Lovely.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
Let's kick this. Well, that actually looked like a kick this time. And I don't think I'm going to get in there without any resistance. But I've got lots of flares. I thought I had more flares than that, whatever. I can't go before opening the silo door for Barry, of course. Not sure where exactly that is. Right, I'll go round. Oh!
Got to be kidding me.
Oh! Oh! Okay. Right, I have found the flare button. Ah! Oh, these baddies getting thresher and thresher. It's a harvester, John, not a thresher. How do I defeat this? Well, I've basically got to stand in between that and the enemies at the very least. Ah! Oh, that was rubbish. Yeah, there should be controls. Oh, damn. I don't have any idea how I'm supposed to destroy this harvester. I don't. So that's when I should be using. Yeah. I don't really want to use my guns on them when I can run them over with the harvester. I just keep running around in circles. Right. This is really difficult. I don't know. I've got no. Damn it, stupid neck thing. I've got a neck in my way because of the stupid virtual room. Where's the controller? I'm going to be sitting from this angle. I need to turn my. Oh, bollocks. No, 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 no. Hang on. Let's use this. I need to. I'm just resetting my view. There we go. Yes, you probably didn't see that. I pressed a button. Alright, come on, John. Make sure that cup of tea is not going to spill. Let's reload. Right. I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. Very confused. I didn't think there were any hard bits left, but, well, I was obviously wrong.
Got to be kidding me.
Run all the way this side. What am I supposed to do with this? Come on, game. This is unreasonably difficult. I have no actual skills to use. Like, what am I supposed to do? How can I actually proactively try and kill it? What is my...
You've got to be kidding me.
Right. Come on. Trying to kill it. It's just instant death. Instant death. What am I supposed to do? What is the method that I'm supposed to employ to defeat this goddamn machine? And yeah, it doesn't help that I took a break. Don't look back in anger. I'm going flare happy. Alright, fair enough. That was a method. Right. I'm dying now, John. Oh, please. Right, I wasn't. Prepared for that. Reload. Reload, please. Alan. Oh, he doesn't have anything to reload into. Fine, we've done it though. What time are we on? Oh, we've got time. Yeah, I used up a lot of flares, but we got past it, and that's what's important here. There's a silo key. Oh, I do not like that at all. That is not nice on the eyes. Let's get out of this room.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Couldn't have hit that with an axe or anything. Oh, now you can go through that.
I think we're gonna have to work together to open this gate, Al.
Oh, fair enough.
Heavy.
Yeah. For some reason, this was to hit both of them. Climb over the bloody gate.
I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there.
Right.
This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
Yes.
We should feel right at home then.
Valhalla. A common theme to these games.
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing.
I want that. Give me that. Give me that. Give me. Right. This might be the end of an episode.
The lights are out. Guess we better check the fuse box.
Huh. Hang on, why am I going? Is it in the same place the fuse box always is in every single house? Actually, to be fair, this house is laid out ever so slightly different, but... it's upstairs, John. There's a literal arrow pointing to it. Whatever, we got to look around the Anderson house, that's nice.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
The old gods know the truth. And there's a manuscript page. In fact, I'm going to read through the manuscript. What episode are we on? Oh, crap. Okay. The truth. Right, there we go. Let's go through these.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
Emil. Where do I know that name from?
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the...
Is that Emil? Is it Emil Hartman?
He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning, even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach. Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front, and he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between.
So he's a sort of leech.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-size stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate. For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded. Mott knew that Wake was smarter than him. Wake had more money, a beautiful wife, everything. And Hartman said Wake was important. That made him better than Mott. But Mott was calling the shots now. He'd expected Wake to whimper and grovel, but instead, he seemed willing to fight. Mott knew he'd gotten under Wake's skin. If only Mott actually had his wife. The thought made him shiver. Hartman wasn't happy. Mott could see it in his eyes. He quickly lowered his own. He had made a mess of it, and he knew it. The shame of failure was hard to bear. He hadn't expected Wake to say he needed more time, and he blurted out 2 days, less than Wake had asked for to show him who was in charge. But that wasn't part of Hartman's plan. Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
I'll talk about certain things.
Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night.
So we haven't got here yet.
Felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest. The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Oh, that's an important note. Yes, so we knew about Mott working with Hartman before, but those are the intimate details there. But,
The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chain to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
we better make sure that did not happen then. Ooh.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back.
Yeah, so I probably alluded to it before. I think it was quite explicit before, but yes. So everything that artists create around here comes true. So all the artists have presumably had a run-in with the dark presence.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand.
Oh yes.
I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared.
The truth.
The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself. When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar.
Alright, we found him earlier.
The booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
Alright. Let's finish this. Hopefully this is the end of the episode, otherwise I've made this mistake before where I've had to glue episodes together. It's not as bad as the mistake I made where I had to bloody redo entire episodes. We should do that then. Let's find the lady with the light.
Can you hear that, Al? Music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be... What's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right. Must be.
So I was trying to follow the music again, that was stupid. It's quite a modern record player then. Right.
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
If it's magical moonshine, guys, that could be incredibly dangerous.
I'm sorry, man. No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? And even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to, I could write 10 books a year. And they'd be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
That's right, I couldn't. But I could, because I'm a writer.
What? What do they put in this stuff? I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
I just miss her, Barry.
Oh.
I just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
Right. So I think this is the end. I'm not 100% sure, I reckon so. I mean, I read through all the pages because I thought it was the end. Did we just see the same thing twice? Oh! Yes, I saw about this in a...
Damn it.
Right, I may have to cut this episode in half.
Alice, I'm coming. It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' Moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Right, there's a chance that I've already cut this in half, and if I have, I won't have known until after the end of this episode. But it depends how long this goes in. If it's like a 40-minute episode, I haven't cut it in half. If it's like 2 20-minute episodes, I have. But
Beyond this lost memory, there was nothing. I had to follow the footsteps of my past self to find out what had happened that night. I remembered thinking I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness.
no.
Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, The next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript.
But there's time missing.
I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
There's Ghost Alan there.
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
This looks cool.
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
Oh, we'll go back to the cabin. We can check out the water though. I mean, it looks better to me than it does to you, so let's go back into the cabin. Yeah, this is definitely been cut in two.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Creepy lady. What's going on?
Alice?
She's not here. You are foolish to think so. No, she's dead. She drowned.
No, no, no!
It's your fault your wife is dead. You are guilty. All she
Guilty.
wanted was to help you right. You killed her.
Ah!
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do.
Rise, Lord of Vader.
You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
You're gonna have to write yourself some amnesia.
Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back.
Jump scare!
No. I wrote it.
But that's a jump scare for him being the ghost.
All now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Even with the cobweb she put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish, to interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon. It stole the skin of my Barbara a long time ago. She looks so old.
There we go. There's the mystery of Zane and Barbara. The truth.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape.
I'm pretty glad that wasn't in 3D. That would have made me sick.
The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious, and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night.
I mean, not completely safe. He crashed the car. here we are, full circle.
I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault. And you're gonna pay for it.
There we go. Right. I'm gonna let you go. I've been John Proxy on channel John of the West. I've been having an Alan Wake Oculus adventure, but I'm gonna let this play for a while because, wow.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom the poet and his muse, and a magic lake which gave a life to the words the poet used.
It's plot relevant, isn't it?
Now the muse she was his happiness, and he rhymed about her grace, and told the stories of treasures deep beneath the blackened waves.
Could do with the lyrics.
In the stillness of wonder and still in its misty crown, the muse she went down to the lake, and in the waves she drowned. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, gone mad with the night. That's how you reshape destiny.
I do love these end of episode songs.
Came down to the lake to call out to his dear. When there was no answer, he was overcome with fear. He searched in vain for his treasure lost, and too soon the night would fall, and only his own echo would wail back as his call. And when he swore to bring back his love by stories he'd create, nightmares shifted in their sleep in the darkness of the lake. And now to see your love set free, you will need the witch's cabin key. Find the lady of the light, still raving in the night. That's how you reshape destiny.
Do we ever get to see Tom's poems then? Because he's a poet, right?
In the dead of night,
I know he does some things because
darkness in her eyes.